Hey, what's up guys, Brad here. So today we have the UR Dream Ticket finally available to us in Duel Links. It's the second, technically still the first, but second day of the 3rd anniversary campaign. Now, we do this every time we get a ticket. We go through and we talk about what cards are in it and what cards I think I'm thinking about picking up. We got trash from my daily pack, that's fine, but this one's I think been important because the meta has changed so much since the last ticket, so let's dive right in, take a look at what we can get, and see if there's anything useful you can't get in the selection boxes. Okay, so our ticket is here. Here it is, yep. Received UR Dream Ticket Glossy, so we are getting a glossy ticket. That's pretty cool. Now, where is it in our inbox? It is right here until 2021, January 31st, so a long time to wait. We can get things from the EX deck, okay. So does that mean we can also get things from, what's it called? What's the box called? Dark Dimension, that's the one. Can we get things from there? Can we? We can't. Okay. That's a little bit weird. This new ticket contains things from Blair, from the Tag Force the 5D Stores Chronicles event. We have things from Rex, but nothing from the box that came out most recently. That's interesting, they're putting the new structure deck in. So, I mean, I guess if you want a copy of Advanced Ritual Art or Magician of Chaos, then maybe that's a good pick, but I don't think so. You know, I'd personally rather go and spend the money to get the EX deck rather than wasting a ticket on this, though getting a glossy copy of one of these cards is probably going to be very nice. So, going down, we have Banishment of the Dark Claws, so we can get that entire box. That's a really good box to get, actually. Though Dark Claws have been around for about 4 or 5 months now, so honestly I'm feeling like, because they are still one of the best decks, they're going to get hit on the next ban list after the February KC Cup, so maybe you don't want to waste any cards now on, or your ticket now, on a Dark Lord card. Also in general, the whole, the best idea for a ticket like this is to wait until it expires, because we'll have selection boxes, EX decks, maybe reprint some special sales involving certain cards, and you might pull a card you need in, say, a 3 packs 1 UR deal for $1, so you might as well wait in general. But if you can't wait, there are some good picks in here. Obviously, Fortune Ladies are a fun deck, and Calling is one of the cards you need 3 of, so that is a very, very good pick. Forbidden Lance is also one of the best tech cards in the meta right now. In Dragoonities, you kind of want to run 2 of them, at least I only have 1 of them, so honestly, this could be my pick, actually. If I was thinking in general for really for these tickets, you want to pick something that you're going to be able to use in multiple decks, so Lance being a staple is a very, very good pick. Now, they could obviously bring in a sale like they have with Canadia, with Floodgate, with Cosmic, where you can get a guaranteed copy plus some packs for a, cheaper price. They could do that, but I don't really see it happening. Carrying on down, we have, okay, this is the box I skipped, the whole Plague Spreader Avenged box, and I got 1 copy of Plague Spreader from the selection box, so I'm kind of okay, but if I didn't have one, I might want to look at this one for the future, because there are still a ton of zombie cards that could come to Duel Links that this card would take advantage of very nicely, so this card as well, probably one of the better ones to get, but it's a mini box, so again, if that $1 sale does come back, there is a high chance you pull this card, and yeah. What else do we have? So again, more EX deck cards. We have Barrel Dragon. Again, I wouldn't pick that one up because that deck doesn't really see too much play anymore. Don't touch Cyber Dragon. Don't get 3 of them. You don't need it. You only need 1 of them, so you don't want to go for that. Magician Navigation. If you haven't got Dark Magician already, it's in the selection box. This card is in the selection box currently. If you didn't get it in there, then maybe it's a good card to go for. Again, it's in a mini box, but maybe if you're a new player, you want to play Dark Magician, you just went straight into the new box with Dark Magical Circle in it. If you can get 1 copy Navigation from here, then you're pretty golden. That's always a good thing. If you want to get Familiar Dragon Mech, again, that's also in the selection box, but you only need 1 of them, so any generic card, a extra deck card, or a spell or trap card is going to be the best bet for this one. That's a good card to pick. Black Rose Dragon is a good card to pick as well. Nothing else really here that screams to be too amazing. Don't play Metaphys, please don't, it's not a fun deck to play around with. You're just going to piss people off. If you want to do that, then of course, go ahead, that's fine. I would not touch 6 Samurais with a 10-foot pole right now, just because they are incredibly weak in this meta. Of course, they've been hit. They might come back, at which point maybe it's worth going in and getting a Shien, but honestly, I still don't think it's too worth it. Now, Deep Prison, not a very good back row. Again, it targets, it's okay. Red Dragon Archery's in the EX decks, don't bother getting that, you probably would have 1 copy of that anyway. what else is in here? Now, if you want to be really smart, save this for Xyz summoning, because by September we'll have Xyz summoning, maybe have more tickets, and maybe, well, if we get Xyz summoning, I think Fire Fist can be one of the decks that can become really, really good just because they are an Xyz archetype. You might want to wait around and wait and use your ticket on this card, on Bear, or on, where is it? It's right there. Or on Spirit, because they will be really, really good when Xyz summoning comes around. Of course, there's the Ancient Gears, which again I wouldn't touch at all. Don't really need to. Don't bother touching any of the cards you get from events via this ticket, because you can get them in the normal tickets, so just don't worry about them. This is actually a really, really hard one, because a lot of the cards in here like just aren't used really in today's metagame anymore. Like Ancient Fairy Dragon, actually, if you have the EX deck for for the Red Dragon Archer Assault mode, this card combos very, very well with that deck. And if the future, if we get Dragon Ravine for Dragoonities, this card will work very well with that. So Ancient Fairy Dragon could be a card to watch out for in the future, but again, it's a mini box card, so it's fairly easy to get in general. If you play Black Wings, maybe getting a Whirlwind is a good opportunity. If you're set on that deck, if it's a deck you like playing because it's fun, it hasn't been hit any further down, it's still an okay deck, then you might want to pick up some Black Whirlwinds, or even some Boras. Like I have one Bora, and did I hit Cog with Black Wings? I think I did hit Cog with Black Wings, but you don't need multiple copies of Bora. It's good if you do, but you don't really need them. Cards constants again in the mini box, but it's also useful for Dragoonities via the EX deck, so this card does work really well for discarding your Phalanx, your Cleese. If we ever get Coast in the game, it's going to be crazy good. I think that's less than 1,000. It might be, it might not be, I don't know. Maybe, don't call me that one, but this card, again, it could also just get better in the future as well, like as we get more support, but not too sure on that one. I would not touch Stardust Dragon. Again, it's in the selection box. A lot of these cards are in the selection box, which makes this ticket a bit hard to really recommend things. Like Silver's Cry is always going to be good for Blue Eyes, but most people should have it by now. Drowning, again, is it in the selection box? I don't know if it is, but it's a very, very good stable card that most decks use. If you haven't got one of them just yet, maybe use the thing on Drowning. They haven't actually given us no, they haven't. They haven't given us the usual, we recommend these cards. They've not really done that. So Drowning, again, is an obvious pick, but it's a very, very good pick. So I'd recommend that. What else do we have in here? Like again, Thunder Seahorse, Future Xyz support, maybe. These two, Silent Magician isn't seen play anymore, so don't bother. Gold Sark's in the selection box, so it's not really that special anymore, so there is a possibility of Magician being reprinted in another pack, or in another box, or another deck later down the line, so watch out for that one. I wouldn't really touch that. DD Assailant, don't touch that. We have DD Warrior Lady, she's better. Sangan's okay, doesn't see play in any top tier decks though. Masked Heroes I wouldn't touch again, like Canada as well. If you haven't already got 2 copies minimum, maybe get one of these, but it's also available via that sale, which if you have like, $5, get the sale, it's worth it. So it's a really tough one actually. This ticket is the most toughest one they've had because we've had so many good sales come out. But if you're a free-to-play player, then you should know you go for the Canadius, the Floodgates, the Cosmic Cyclones, your Forbidden Lance, your Drowning Mirror Force, your stable cards you can put in pretty much any deck and give you some options for further down the line. So those are going to be my ideal picks. Honestly, is there anything else in this box that really is good? Like Cosmic, again, in the sale, Into the Void was okay back in the day, and if we get a Degenerate FTK deck, this card will probably be used in it, so maybe if you like that. This is just, yeah, Floodgate, you need 2, really. 2 is kind of the good ratio for the deck. If you run 3, then that's fine, but I think 2 is a good minimum for you to have in a deck. Is there anything else in here that really needs, like the Hunters, again, an Xyz focus strategy, I think, going down the line. We'll support Thunder Dragons as well if we get the fusions, so might be an idea. Again, it's just a thing of waiting and seeing for what comes out in the next year. Really, that's the best shot with this, to wait until the the end of 2021 or whatever, when we get to use this ticket, and then go in and use this and choose a card that will support the decks you have then. Or if you want to use it now, again, go in for a card you're not going to pull on at all. Like if you're a very free-to-play player and you're not going to pull on a certain box, go for a card you really, really want. Don't spend it on something like a Blue Eyes or a Dark Magician or a Dark Magician Girl, because they're going to be farmable cards. You don't really need them. Suikaribo, I wouldn't anymore. Like, I know some people play in Shiranui's, but it's just, it's not that good anymore, honestly. That's like the reality of the thing. So, in general, I think the best card, honestly, right now is going to be Forbidden Lance, just for the current metagame is Forbidden Lance. That's the one I'd most likely pick up. The general rule is to go in and pick either a staple card or an X-Check monster you're not going to go into the box for. Those would be the best bets. If you want to build a certain deck like Dark Magician, then try and go into the mini box if you can. If it's, you know, if you've got 80 packs left, you don't really want to go in, then get your navigation. If you want to play Cyber Dragons, don't bother getting this card. Deep Sea Diva got more support in the OCG, so we might be seeing a deck based around that coming very, very soon to Duel Links, maybe, who knows? So she might get better in the future, I don't know. But in general, you guys should know what to do, you're smart. Fortune Ladies, get Calling, like that's a stable card for the deck, and I don't see that being reprinted at all, so that might be worthwhile. But again, if it was me, I'd wait for as long as possible. If you get some money, go into the 3 packs 1 UR deal, try your luck on that, and then kind of decide as to whether you want to use these cards or not. But just don't use it for an event card, or for an unlock card, or for something like, honestly, the Magician of Chaos off the EX deck, maybe don't do that either. Even though I said at the beginning you might want to. If you don't want to play the deck, like maybe Advanced Ritual Art is a good card to get for the future, but who knows. Anyway, that's me done for this video. A bit of a obvious one, but again, some people might want to see what I think about the card in this ticket. Let me know what you think down below, what you could be picking from this ticket as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.